Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Kirby. Today we're going to be doing some pork ribs on my brand new smoker, the Char-griller Smokin Champ offset smoker. Now I've been digging my new offset. For $170, it's a very good entry level smoker. If you don't want to break the bank, this smoker right here is legit. So let's get down to the ribs so I can show you how I prep them. So we have the pork St. Louis style ribs. I've already trimmed these up, having a little extra, portion of meat here. I'll actually just fry that up and have a nice little snack. And then also I removed the membrane back here and the little flap here. You don't want the membrane on there. Doesn't cook well. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this with a binder with some Worcestershire sauce. I actually said that right. Give it a good slather. You can use mustard. I usually don't put a binder, but I've been digging the Worcestershire sauce. So I'm gonna be using Kinder's brown sugar barbecue rub. I found this at the store and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. I'll just go ahead and give it a good coating. And a little bit on that side, and a little bit more on this side. There we go. Again with some Worcestershire sauce. Just get that rub to stick. Adds a little flavor to it though. You want to make sure you get a good coating on your ribs. Now I usually like to let my ribs sit overnight, let that rub seep in. But we're kind of on short notice here. Yeah, again, we're using Kinder's brown sugar barbecue rub. This has a really good color to it. I think these ribs are gonna come out fantastic. So the charcoal's already ready. They're already lit. And I have it about halfway. This smoker does not take a whole lot of charcoal to get it going. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in there. I'm gonna go ahead and line these up more towards the vent. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some wood back here. So I could do like a snake effect. So I'm gonna start off by using some hickory, 2 chunks of hickory, a couple little chunks of mesquite, and then some cherry wood. I'm also gonna be putting some more hickory right here in the back. That way, as stuff starts burning, it'll catch. That way it'll give me a little bit, probably close to 2 hours hopefully. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and close this up so that way we can get that flame to calm down, and then we'll regulate our temperatures. Oh yeah, check out my new barbecue dragon gloves. Pretty cool. Alright, so our temp has been stabilized. We're at 250 degrees solid. It's been like that for about 3 minutes now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the ribs in. I got water over here. That way add some moisture to it. And I got a drip pan. Also got a thermometer probe monitoring the temperature of the grill around this area. You can see the ribs. They're already starting to sweat. They're looking good. Go ahead and put our ribs right here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and close this up. Alright, so we got the ribs in there. I should have enough fuel to be able to get at least 2 hours of cook time. Now I'm gonna let these ribs go for just 2 hours. What I wanna do is I wanna get a good smoke on those ribs. So I'm gonna check back in about 2 hours. I wanna see if the bark's set and just pretty much just see how they cook. So this is the first time cooking pork ribs on this offset smoker. I have cooked ribs before on offset smokers, but it's all learning experience. So this first initial cook is just gonna determine what I need to change on how I cook it and everything. So I'll report back in about 2 hours. So as you can see, that's our temperature, 248 degrees, 247, so it's right on the money. And the manufacturer thermometer is saying over 300 degrees. That's the reason why I use pros, because it's telling me at 246. So it's always good to have a second, reading somewhere. We're literally minutes from our 2 hour mark. We're reading about 214, so we're losing heat. So actually setting up the charcoal like that actually worked really well. So I'm gonna get some charcoal lit and then we'll refill it and check on the ribs. Alright, so we got some charcoal already going. We're gonna go ahead and clear out some real estate over here in the smoke box. Yeah, this is pretty much all done. Now what I'm trying to do is just clear out some of the ash. You want that airflow, so yeah, just clear up as much as you can. Go ahead and drop in our chimney halfway. I'm gonna be using 3 pieces of hickory and 3 pieces of cherry. All right, 2-hour mark on our ribs. They're looking good. Yeah, those are looking really good. Let me zoom in, that way you can see. So now I'm just gonna hit it. This is a mixture of just water and apple juice. Add a little bit of moisture to the bark there. So we got fresh charcoal and some wood chunks, and we are set to go. So I'm gonna give this about another hour and a half. I'm gonna just try to maintain the heat and stay at temperature between 230 to 250 degrees. Whenever adding fuel to your smoke box, you're gonna notice that your temperatures are gonna get higher. It can get to high temperature if you have everything open. So what you wanna do, just on a rule of thumb, is just, you know, put it in there and then play around with your vents. You have your smokestack and then you have the vent on your smoke box. So that's gonna allow you to be able to dial in the perfect, you know, open and close to be able to get the right temperatures you're looking for. It might take a little bit to be able to get, but just, you know, play with it, close it or open it, you know, to get a preferred temperature. And then once it starts dialing into that right temperature, you know, leave it there. And then if you see any fluctuations, just go back or forth. Whatever, you know, helps you be able to get that there, just keep an eye on there. All right, so it's been 3 hours. That's what our ribs look like. And I usually wrap my ribs after the 3rd hour, but you know what, for this cook, I'm gonna try unwrapped. I've never done unwrapped, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just give this a good spray. You know, I don't want it to get too crisp on me. We're okay on temperature. It's been steady at 240 with that little mixture of fuel that I last added. So yeah, this is just gonna be like a first time test for me. I've always wrapped, so I'm gonna just close this up, let it do its thing. If it starts needing some more fuel, I'll add some more fuel to it. But man, these ribs are looking great though. Look at that. Yeah, they got a nice bark to it, you know. So I'm gonna let it keep going. So check back in another hour. All right, so it's our 5th hour. Basically what I've been doing is just been adding a little bit of wood chunks in there just to keep a consistent temperature between 230 and 250. It stayed about 230 most of the time. But yeah, let's take a look. There's a lot of light right now, but there is a very, very good bark. Oh yeah. You know, this is the first time I've done ribs like this, you know, unwrapped. So this is gonna be an experience for me. So let's go ahead and check out the bend test. Oh yeah. There's a good bend right there. These are really, really done. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take these out and let them rest. So I let them rest. Man, that bark is just off the chain. Oh man, that's super juicy. Look at that smoke ring. Super, super juicy. Look at that. So for today, I'm not doing no barbecue sauce on them. I'm gonna let the kids put the barbecue sauce on there because we're a divided house today. Someone's sweet, I like spicy, some don't want it. So yeah. Woo, man, they're still hot. This was a fantastic cook and I'm ready for the taste test. So let me show you. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. I mean, look at that bark. That bark is just, I've never been able to do that. So this is gonna be an experience. It's got a good smoke ring. Juicy. Cheers, everybody. Tender. Super tender. Look at it. This comes right off. It's got a good smoke flavor. That rub's pretty good. Sweet. Tastes the apple juice too. I'm really digging this smoker. Everything that I've cooked on it has came out fantastic, and it keeps up pretty well. For 170 bucks, it's doing pretty good. But these ribs are really good, and I hope you try them out. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button so we can see future videos just like this and many more. If you have any questions, comments, or you need any tips, just go ahead and leave it down in the comment section, and I'll get back to you shortly. Oh yeah, I got these videos. They're really good. You should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.